Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it is that time of the month, it is time for empties, and I'm gonna start with candle empties because I have quite a bit. So I wanna get through with them first. I don't even think I have as much wax as I do candles this month, which is crazy. Usually it's the other way around, just because wax is so much easier to get through. But I don't know, I was just going through a lot of candles. I think it's because it's finally been nice out, and like my husband and I have been hanging outside by the pool, and when we hang out by the pool, I usually just throw on a candle for the day and kind of just let it do its thing. Whereas in the winter and the fall, when I'm inside, I change them out frequently. Like once the candle pools out, that's it. I turn it out, I bring on another one. But in the summer, like I'll let it pool all the way down. I'm not worried about like burn time or whatever, unless obviously the flames get really high and I have to. But for the most part, I kind of just let the candles go and do their thing. And yeah, I end up getting through them really fast. So the first one here is Golden Pineapple Luau. I had a serious pineapple moment this month in June. I don't know, I was just craving like juicy fruity scents, and I was really into pineapple, and this totally satisfied my craving. I love the label. I wish they would come out with labels like this again, like with the clear background where it's just like an image and just it's really bright and colorful. This just makes me feel like Hawaii, like the bright colors, the flowers, the pineapple. I don't know, it's got like really fun Hawaiian vibes to me. And it's got all this other shit in here, but to me it just smelled like straight up pineapple. Bath & Body Works typically does the same like juicy pineapple. It's nothing super authentic, but it is a great pineapple. It's not like too fake that it's gross or too candy-ish. First half of this candle was great. It was really strong. Second half of the candle, I could still smell it. It didn't get any funky vibes. It just wasn't as strong as it was the second half. So it was a little disappointing, but it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't so much lighter. I would repurchase this, but I wouldn't like run out of my way to repurchase it because I'm kind of over my pineapple moment. And pineapple is one of those things like I kind of have to be in the mood for. I have to crave the scent. Depends what I'm mixing it with my wax melts. Like I was really digging like coconut scents and pineapple together, like other fruity wax melts, cherry and pineapple, like a blue Hawaiian vibe. So yeah, I mean, if I saw it, I would probably repurchase it, but I wouldn't like run out of my way for it because I don't know if I'll be doing more pineapple candles till next June. And sorry, I just got a really funny text. I finished this. It's Bangkok Golden Temples and Spices. Performance-wise, this was great. It was really strong. The wax didn't get too gunky or gross looking. I mean, it left a little residue, but to me, that's nothing crazy. And again, I really love these like, what would you call these cutout labels? I don't know, I think they're really beautiful. This was my favorite of the, what are they called? Location collections, like destination, I think they're called. But this line was my favorite in terms of label. Like I love the illustration, but like the cutout design where it was clear behind the image and you could see the candle and the wax, and like this color and specifically just so pretty together. This was an interesting scent. I liked it on its own. The problem was like I never had anything to go with this, and that's why it took me so long to finish it. I've had this candle quite a long time. Back when I was in the apartment, I didn't have this problem because my apartment was so small. I mean, it was less than 800 square feet. It was a 1-bedroom, and I wasn't burning so many multiple candles at a time unless like I really wanted to. But for the most part, one candle would suffice. Like I would just have one in the main room and I would have one in the bedroom. Sometimes I would put one in the kitchen in the front entry, but like if it was strong, I was fine with one. And this was that type of really strong candle. And I could only burn this if like I wasn't melting wax or if I wanted to put it on in the morning because it was so strong and it had such a weird scent with like the spiciness, like the cinnamon mixed with the like fruitiness that's in here. I don't know. I mean, it was interesting. I liked it. It was good, but I wouldn't repurchase it because I do melt so much wax. And now in this house, I have so many candles going at once that I really like to try to buy more simple scents that I can burn alongside other candles or have going with other wax melts. I finished this in Beach Cabana, which is one of my absolute favorite summer Bath & Body Works scents. This and Suntan are like my #1 top 2. And I don't think they came out with this again this year, which is a sin because, it's just Sorry, I just inhaled it. Oh my God, it's so good. I could smell this every day, forever. It's just, it's amazing. If I could just melt 2 Bath & Body Works candles, it would be that and suntan. And I go back and forth. Sometimes I like suntan better. Sometimes I like Beach Cabana better. Right now I'm smelling it and I'm like, oh, I like Beach Cabana better. Beach Cabana is almost like sweeter, but it's that same like sunscreeny, typical Bath & Body Works beachy scent, and it's just freaking amazing. I love it so much. I love it like alongside Endless Weekend. I love it alongside suntan. I love burning it when I'm melting fruity scented wax melts. It goes with everything. It's flawless. It's perfect. It's insanely strong. I mean, it fills up every room I put it in. 10 out of 10 without fail. It's that good. And next we had Island Margarita. This smells like BO on cold to me, but when it's burning, that BO scent like really dissipates and I just get a really nice like limey margarita type of vibe, and it's really enjoyable. So I do like this one. And I had this going, I forgot what, I think I had other like drink scents that I had it going with, but either way, I really enjoyed it and I would repurchase it, but I wouldn't like go out of my way for it. Island Margarita tends to come out every year. And it's one of those candles like I don't need to have a hoard of, I don't need to have backups of. I'm fine with just like that summer purchasing one for the season, burning through it, and then I'll get one again next year. And like if it doesn't come out the next year, probably wouldn't even notice, like, you know what I mean? I finished Beach Breeze. And this is another one, like those Bath & Body Works typical beach scents. It's just a little more fruity. Summer driftwood coconut vanilla. Yeah, it's like a beachy coconut, like a fruity beachy coconut. It was really good. I remember this being a lot stronger in the apartment, so it's either just didn't do as well in the space, or like it could have very well been that the candle is just really old. But either way, I did enjoy it, and it was a great coconut beachy scent, and if I saw it at the store again, I would totally repurchase it. I finished this Angel's Gathering from Goose Creek. I am over Goose Creek. I do not purchase from them anymore. You can go back in other videos and deduce why that is, but I'll just leave it at that. I don't purchase from them. I don't think they're good performing candles. There was some shady shit that went down with that company that I just have chose not to support them. And I don't feel like I'm missing out in any way. This was a terrible burn. Dan puts garbage in my candle, that's what that is. Terrible burn. The scent kind of smelled burnt and the wicks were so puny. I could throw a roll of paper towels in that and it would still go back down to a puny wick. Like I cannot get over how puny the wicks on that candle burnt. It was atrocious. A few more here. I finally finished this Colonial. This is like the never-ending candle. Like this, and I probably could have gotten another like 1 or 2 burns from this because they burn like all the way to the bottom. This was really strong, but it's like that typical like ocean breeze, hi Gatsby, like watery, almost astringent, soapy type of water scent, and I don't know, I just didn't love it because of the soapiness. I just burnt this upstairs, either in my master bathroom or like out in the landing upstairs, but it's like really gross. It left a lot of residue. I mean, look at that. A lot of like ickiness just on the sides here. It started off tunneling like crazy when I first had this candle. When it was at the top, which is obviously the widest part of the candle, it's a little more narrow and smaller as you get to the bottom. But when I first had this, I remember it tunneled like crazy. I had to wrap it in foil, and this was back in the apartment like 2-3 years ago. And I just like had to foil this baby up. Actually, I think I have like one of my very first YouTube videos, like me when I was filming like face to the camera, I hauled this. Oh my God, that's so satisfying to like pick that off the sides. Does anyone else do that? I find that so satisfying, but this is how I break my nails. Anyway, a lot of gunk on the sides. But you had to leave this burning for a long time, and I would, like, again, like I said, if Dan and I were hanging outside, this would be a great candle to grab to just turn on and let it do its thing all damn day. At first I was like, I like these jars because the candles are so big and you feel like you get so much, but they definitely kind of get in the way. It's like, it's just so big. What do I do with it? I don't have any candle holders for it. Where do I put this thing? So yeah, it was kind of like a little too much. And again, with the lid, I didn't feel comfortable stacking that giant candle on top of the lid. So the lid would be sitting there next to it. And you know, that's like my biggest pet peeve. Like, where the fuck do I put the lid? It causes clutter. Like, It drives me crazy. So I have one other Colonial candle that size, but I wouldn't repurchase it. It's just the jar is too clunky. I don't like it. This one I loved. I got this at the Victoria's Secret semi-annual sale for 75% off. So it was like $5 and change. All that glistens, and you have this adorable little Christmas light. I think the design is so cute. Vanilla bean and winter. Is that Mugget, Mujay? I have not a clue. I think it means musk, or it's like some type of musk, because it definitely has like a musky scent to it, which is like the predominant note, and it is so good. I loved this candle. Oh my God. It's kind of like a warm vanilla sugar, but a little more perfumey, a little more musky. This was insanely strong. Honestly, this performed better than any Bath & Body Works candle I've ever had. And I'm pretty sure it's the same company who makes this, because isn't L Brand like the same company that owns Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secret? So I'm 99% sure that this is made by the same people who make Bath & Body Works candles. And if they could just make Bath & Body Works perform like this, like a lot of people would shut the fuck up. We wouldn't have any complaints. This candle was flawless. The flames burned beautifully. I never once got puny wicks. I never had to worry about this candle. I never had to check on it. I never had to cotton ball it. I trimmed the wicks. The wicks were thick. The burn is even. The wax really didn't get too gunky. It was this like light pink, and it kind of stayed this light pink. The throw was 10 out of 10. Every room I put it in, it burnt down evenly. Look, it didn't even leave much residue on the side. Like it was phenomenal, and it burnt all the way down to the bottom. This lasted a really long time. Honestly, I have nothing bad to say about this candle. I loved it. I liked it so much that if I found a scent I liked at Victoria's Secret, I would repurchase it for full price. I don't even care, because it was that good. Why can't Bath & Body Works make them like this? I don't understand. I don't understand. And then I finished White Sand Beaches. This was not the jar it came in, but as I said before with these two, I just really love the label of the simplicity of just like a stamped image. Even though it's like a cartoony, like drawn image, I don't know, I just really like it. I find it really aesthetically pleasing. So I had actually broken this candle when we moved into this house. And I love the label so much that I rejarred it into an empty glass jar that I had from an old Bath & Body Works candle, obviously, that I had cleaned out and taken the bottom label off of. And I just carefully peeled this off. You can see there's still like some broken glass in here. That's why it's like still bubbled up, because literally like there are little shards of glass under the label. There's like a hair stuck in here. Anyway, I really want to salvage the label. I really liked it. I thought it was so pretty, like with the white wax background. It didn't come with this lid. This lid is actually from this candle. So this is what the original packaging looked like. It had this gorgeous gold compass lid on it that I'm going to keep, because obviously I've enjoyed reusing this lid. So definitely going to keep that, put it on another candle. This did not come with a lid, and it didn't make a difference in the throw at all. Obviously, I'm saying this still did amazing. No lid. So yeah, the White Sand Beaches. This is just a typical Colonial scent. I don't know what the notes are, but it's that like mahogany teakwood family, or like, what is it, the ocean driftwood. It's like one of those type of scents, which I do like on occasion. This one wasn't that strong towards the bottom, but I mean, this has also had a very traumatic lifespan. But the wax itself burnt really evenly, and I enjoyed this candle. I love the look of it, and yeah, it made me happy. I wouldn't repurchase it for the scent, but I love that label. And if I saw that label again with the same fragrance in it, I would probably repurchase, just because I like it that much. Last candle here, and then I just have a body cream. Last candle is this little chode of a candle, and it is the Avocado Coconut. I like this at first. I'm glad that they came out with this like new scent, and it's something unique. But to me, this smelled like straight up Fruit Loops, and I just don't love those type of cereal scents. I mean, I mostly burnt this in the spring, and it was fine. I finished it just for the sake of finishing it, because I wanted to get rid of it. It did burn evenly, like really evenly. Actually, the burn was pretty damn great on this candle. That's one thing I can't complain about. There's no soot. It didn't really get too ugly, the wax, and because it was an opaque jar, not super opaque, but opaque enough that you couldn't see it like change an ugly color. And like I said, it's not opaque enough that you could actually still see, like you can see my fingers, you could see the flame through the glass, even though it looks like it's a solid glass, you could still see the flames flickering. I like the shape of these jars. I do. You know, I'm not gonna complain about it because I like the way it looks sitting out like this. It looked pretty on my table. I like the shape of it. I wouldn't want Bath & Body Works to exclusively go to this shape, but if they had a mix, like a small handful, I wouldn't want it to be like 50% this shape, 50% this shape, but if they had like 75% their original and maybe the rest of it was like this, I'd be fine with that. They haven't come out with any new scents in this jar, at least in my stores, just these original ones they had, and I didn't like any of the other fragrances. This was the only one that I thought smelled good, but burning, like I said, it was just a little too much like a Fruit Loop, and for that reason alone, I wouldn't repurchase it. And to finish, I finished this Velvet Sugar Ultra Shea Body Cream, and this was kind of old, and I feel like it did go a little bit rancid. There's like this much left in it. I just couldn't finish it because it had a really funky smell, and it was giving me hives. So clearly there was something in here that my skin was just like, nope. So yeah, that is it. That is my candle empties for the month of June. There was a lot in here. How many? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is not bad. Pretty proud of myself. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my wax empties. Bye guys.